Recently, for whatever reason, I am seeing a ton of Jackson Purchase show up on social media. I'm unfamiliar with the brand. The bottles look really sexy. So I reached out to them and just let them know that I would love to try some of their favorite products. They've sent over a bottle and bond and a full proof. I can't wait to get into them. If you're curious about my thoughts on these, stick around. All right, welcome back, Brutally Honest Bourbon. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate all the support. We're constantly growing, and I am very excited about where this thing is going. Today, we're going to talk about Jackson Purchase. It's a brand that Craig Beam works with as master distiller. I've never had the product. Looking forward to getting into it. Reached out to them several weeks ago and just said, hey, man, I'm seeing your stuff pop up everywhere, and I don't know anything about you. Love to learn about the brand, and I'd be willing to, pay for you guys to send over some samples. And they were nice enough to send over these bottles, this Glen, and a really nice rocks glass. So thank y'all for doing that. So these bottles have been open. I have not drank them, just did some B-roll and stuff for this video, and that's where these have been open from. But you will get my honest take on these today, and I'll let you know my thoughts on whether I like them or not. Jackson Purchase Distillery is located in Hickman, Kentucky, in the far western part of the state near the Mississippi River. The facility itself was originally built around 2008, but current ownership took over in 21, transformed into a large contract distillery producing whiskey for numerous brands. The dream team is going to be Craig Beam, former master distiller at Heaven Hill Distillery for roughly 35 years, and a 7th generation Beam family member, as well as Terry Ballard, former head distiller at Willett Distillery. It's a 4-year-old, 117 proof, full proof, 70-20-10, so it's 70% corn, 20% rye, 10% malted barley. Originally launched around a $60 SRP, and I think it's settling closer to about $75 a bottle now. We'll jump into this bottle and bond first. So this is going to be distilled, aged, and bottled by them. Obviously 100 proof. It's got Craig's signature on it. All right, so being this bottle and bond, it's obviously a little thinner, a little lighter in color. Tons of fruits and stuff jumping off the nose. It's going to lean like really cherry and like apple forward. Going to have tons of honeys and vanillas in there. Obviously, you're going to pick up on that malted barley being such a high percentage. Gives it more body, in my opinion. It's a hair grain forward in that sense. Not really bad. See what we think about it on the palate. You get a look at the legs dropping out there. They drop pretty quick. It's got a lot of flavor for a bottle and bond. It is a hair grain forward, a little young tasting. Most of your bottle and bonds are going to be about 4 years old, right? But it's a really good flavor, right? So a lot of distilleries like Frey Ranch, they really like to shine the light on their grain. They're proud of it, right? They want you to taste that. It's almost like eating cornbread and saying, man, I don't want to taste corn. It's tough to drink whiskey and not taste those grains. These grains have to be culinary type grains. This is not any stock feed going in this whiskey. It's very good. That's an enjoyable sip, especially if you like to taste really good grain profiles. I like that. Not a ton of complexity going on there, just a mild little spice on it. I don't even feel like it really drinks 100 proof, if I'm being honest. 90 proof maybe? It's good. Let's talk a little bit about this select batch full proof. So it's bottled and aged by Jackson Purchase Distillery, Hickman, Kentucky, 117.8 proof. Craig Beam's the master distiller. Difference between full proof and cask strength or barrel proof is cask strength. Barrel proof is going to be the proof of the whiskey as it comes out of the barrel. Full proof is going to be them proofing it back down to what they went into the cask. A lot of people will go in right at that 125 proof mark. A lot of people like Hard Truth, Detling, Michter's, they're going to go in with a lower barrel entry proof. I believe Wild Turkey does it as well. Typically going in with a lower barrel entry proof, you're going to yield some deeper, darker flavors. You're adding some water to the distillate on the front end, and that reaction in the barrel is magic in my opinion, as opposed to adding that water on the back side when you're proofing the whiskey down. So if they come off the still, that's the first thing you got to know. What are we coming off the still at? They may come off the still at 117 proof and go right in the barrel at that. I don't know. I would assume they come off the still 130, 140, 50 proof. I don't know. And then they proof it down to 117, go in the barrel. And if that's true, pretty excited because my experience, that has lended itself to being very flavorful whiskey, in my opinion, for the ones that I mentioned. So goes in the barrel at 117, proofs up to, I don't know, 124, 130. They proof it back down to what it went in at, 117. That's full proof. Definitely a darker whiskey than what we just had. It's still like a darker golden color, not super dark. Perhaps not a ton of barrel impact. I don't know what cooperage they use there or anything else. It's certainly a lot darker on the nose. I'm getting a lot of those like dried like plums and dates. There's a nuttiness there, but I can't tell you what it is. It's not an almond. It's not a cashew. It's not a peanut. But I like it. See what we think about it. Immediately much thicker mouthfeel. A lot more oily and viscous. All right, so it's really buttery, caramely, like butterscotch. We'll take the caramel back. It's butterscotch. Lots of butterscotch. Totally coats the palate. Leans darker, like a Leaper's Fork would be. If you guys are familiar with Leaper's Fork and how they're darker. There's some breadiness there to the whiskey. So there again, that grain is shining through. But this tastes like a fresh loaf of rye bread, if you've ever had that. So maybe like a nice hot loaf of rye bread with some butter on there and like some type of nuttiness going on with it. It's really good. That's a really good whiskey, man. Again, not offensive in an ethanol forward way. Fresh crack. It's not ethanol forward whatsoever. Tons of darker dried stone fruits with that breadiness and that butterscotch going on with it. Just really, really good. I really like that. If these bottles are around $75, it's absolutely worth that. Number one, the packaging is just sexy. Like that's just a beautiful bottle. Flavor profiles, extremely different between the two. You're going to get a brighter, more grain forward, honey type flavor on their Bottle and Bond. You're going to get a darker rye bread, buttery nuttiness on this Full Proof. Both of them lend very well to my palate. I like them. Would I buy this 117 proofer, or would I buy that Bottle and Bond? I would. If I was looking for either one of those flavor profiles, 100% would buy that. Really good whiskey. So Jackson Purchase, thank y'all so much for sending this over and trusting me. I can't always give positive reviews. I don't like everything, but I think the people that watch me know I like the mass majority of everything I try. Just really respect the craft and what's going on with the distillation and creation of whiskey. So thank you guys so much for sending this over. Guys, if y'all hadn't looked over at the Patreon, do that. Patreon, thank y'all so much. As always, we couldn't do this without you guys. Look over at Brutally Honest 1. Constantly have new products coming there. Until the next time, y'all let the whiskey and the friendships flow. Cheers.